Now, before I hand this off, or before I kind of show you a video of what we have coming up in the month of July, I want to give you an update, especially if you've been part of this church, a Build the House update. I referenced it in the message. Those of you that have been here, we've been on this trajectory of wanting to build a new facility in Canal Winchester, and we have dealt with incredible challenges. You talk about turbulent water. That's what we've experienced for a year and a half or longer. And I want to share some news with you that I got to share a little bit last Wednesday if you came to that meeting. But about a week ago, as our staff was praying, God was doing an amazing work. We got an email from the city about this FEMA issue. Now, if you all been here, you know FEMA has been the 4-letter F word in our church. Was that inappropriate? I don't know, but it was. That's what it feels like. It's a 4-letter word. Let me just say it that way. And so, like, it has been a nightmare trying to figure out this bridge and the floodway, and it hasn't worked, so we did expensive tests and dealing with the city. Well, I want to share with you, last week we got a notification from the city for our permit that we put in for this no-rise. I won't bore you with all the jargon, but it's related to this FEMA. And last week we got an email from the city that we have finally been approved for the bridge that we want to build. So we don't ever have to say FEMA again. I hope. I don't know. But I mean, this has been a battle, a struggle. And I guess basically our civil engineer said, I think our FEMA issue is over. So praise Jesus for that. I feel like there's been a breakthrough in our church lately. I feel like God's stirring and doing something in our church lately. God, I'm telling you, there's something happening. So on top of that, many of you saw my post. I had already reached out to the mayor about a month ago. And I said, we're having a difficult time and we need help. And so I had a meeting on Friday, this past Friday, our engineers, all the city staff, and the mayor. I asked him if he would be there to go over the last things that we've been really kind of at odds with the city to get clarity on. And I just want to tell you this, walking away from that meeting, it was probably one of the most positive meetings that we've walked away from with the city in a really long time. I'm serious. Like, we felt absolute clarity about what we have to do. There's things they want from a design standpoint. We're going to have to do them. But we understand what they are. And so now we're at a point of being able to release our engineers to finish the civil drawings and the bridge design, which is going to take a few weeks at least, 4 weeks. And then, I mean, we felt like we were getting a green light that when we get it all to them, what they've asked, that they're going to stamp it and we'll have our civil permit. And so when we get our civil permit, I'm not exactly sure when we're going to do this, but that's when you could actually start on site work. You can begin moving dirt, other things like that. And in the process over this next month, we're going to be turning in our building plans, construction plans for permits. So, another thing, I forgot to mention this at 8:30. Another thing was that they allowed us to turn in our sanitation plans early because that process takes time so that we could get it to EPA for their signature, another thing they normally weren't going to do. I'm just telling you, I feel like God's hand is upon this. Like, we're starting to see some movement. We're seeing some things happen. And so I want to say thank you for supporting. Thank you for, I know it's been stressful. And I know it's been like, God, where are you? You know, I felt like that for a long time. I feel like we're rowing against wind and waves. Where are you? And I think we're going to get beyond this someday and look back and say, I never realized, but that was God's timing. God was allowing us to fix some things in our church. God was allowing us to get healthy first. God's allowing us to do some things that needed to happen. And so he's with you in the storm when you can't see him. That's what I want to say to you. And so I'm so excited about where we're going. I'm going to keep you updated as we move forward. But this is an exciting final movement forward in our Build the House and the vision of reaching thousands and giving away millions. Amen?